Om Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swami Nikhileswarananda Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishna Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Murmu. Dear friends, at the outset, I extend a very warm welcome to all of you on behalf of Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda Memorial, Vadodara. We are extremely fortunate to have with us as the chief guest of the function today, Mr. A.J. Shah, who is the Commissioner of Higher Education, Government of Gujarat, and also the Chairman of the Second Higher Board of Government of Gujarat. It's very difficult to get him. He keeps very busy, as you know. But in spite of that, he is with us, and I'm very happy to say, and also very sorry to say, that he came before time, and in fact, we had to delay the function because the students have not yet arrived. And we thought we cannot keep him any longer. He came all the way from Gandhinagar. He came at 2:45. So we were waiting for about an hour so that you could come and we can start the function. So we thought that 3:30 exactly sharp. Normally every year we start. Because you are all brilliant students, gold medalists. So we want that your future also should be golden. Your career should be golden, and one of the most important things contributing to the golden future is time management. And time management does not mean only being punctual. Of course, time management is a very wide concept, but one of the important things is punctuality. So, our youngsters, they have adopted so many nice things. But along with that, so many nice things yet remain to be imitated. Swami Vivekananda said he was against blind imitation of Western materialistic culture. But our youth want Western dress, Western food, Western manners. Okay, but we are not taking the good things from the Western countries, from the other countries. That is unfortunate. We are doing the reverse way around. The things that should not be adopted, we are adopting. The things that should be adopted, we are not adopting. For example, when I went to Western countries recently, I saw cleanliness, I saw punctuality. I am sharing my example. When I went to London, when I went to Europe for the second international conference on disaster management at Harvard University, so I thought of visiting our centers in UK and also Holland and Germany, France, Switzerland. So when I went to UK, there is a Vivekananda Center. They wanted my lecture to be organized for the youth group that they are doing. So the lecture was at 6 p.m. I started much earlier because I didn't want to cut a sorry figure, because they have got this wrong impression there is something called Indian Standard Time. You know, Indian Standard Time is always later than the real time. It may be half an hour late for Bombay, Calcutta, 1 hour late for Baroda, 2 hours late for some village. It all depends. It is relative. Indian Standard Time is relative. Again, depends upon the village. So I didn't want to cut a sorry figure, so I started much in advance, and that was good because there was a cyclone, there was a big thunder. You know, English weather cannot be predicted. You know the proverb, I will not tell the proverb. Two things cannot be predicted in UK. So one of the things is the English climate. So I reached at 5:30. At 5:30 I saw there is nobody in the hall is vacant, and it was heavily raining. So the organizers, they told, would you like to have a cup of tea? I said, most welcome. So we had a cup of tea. When I was just taking a cup of tea, the The organizer told Swamiji, I think we are getting late. What? When I saw the hall, normally what happens in India, such a big storm, such a big rain, so I thought the program has been cancelled, not a single person is in the hall. No, we are getting late. And I saw, within 15 minutes, all have come, they have sat down, putting their raincoats on the hanger, and the hall is full. Within 15 minutes. I saw with my own eyes. Within 15 minutes, the hall is full. Exactly 6 o'clock, program started, 7 sharp, all around from the hall. So these are the things that we have to learn from the Western countries. One of our friends in Japan, he came to India. He says, Swamiji, in Japan we have produced so many watches, but we have only one watch per family. And here I saw, everybody is wearing a watch. Even a rickshaw is wearing a watch. And if you ask what is the time, Babuji dekh lijiye. Time देखना नहीं आता है, पर घड़ी ऐसा पहनता है. It is an ornament for most of the people. And then what he said was very nice. The Japanese person said one of our devotees. And in India, everybody is wearing a watch and nobody giving time. You see, everybody is wearing a watch. But at what time you have to come? What time you have to come? No, 3:30. 3:30 was the time to start. So you were told to come half an hour early so that registration is over. But the registration is still going on. Below. It is still going on. By the time the function is over, most of the people would have arrived. Some will have arrived a little late. That is Indian sense. So what I meant to say, Swami Vivekananda said, today is Gandhiji's Punyatithi. Gandhiji gave a very beautiful sentence. I keep all the doors and windows open. I keep all the doors and the windows open, but I refuse to be blown off. I will accept all cultures from other countries, but I will hold on to my Indian spiritual culture. So this is the thing, we have to adopt nice things, we have to import nice things, import good things, for example time management, cleanliness. Of course we must imitate, but let us not have a blind imitation of Western materialistic culture. Whatever it is, I am very happy. Those who have come in time, they really deserve compliments. And I am talking to most of the people who have come in time, so I am very happy that you have come in time. And I extend a very warm welcome. I extend a very warm welcome on behalf of all of you and on behalf of Ramakrishna Mission to Mr. A.J. Shah, who is holding double offices. But apart from that, he has been doing a lot of work for the village people also, and for the general service activities. He is not a sort of a stereotype government officer only interested in doing his own work, but he has got that missionary zeal of helping people, which is very rare, and that is one of the reasons why he is here today as a chief guest, to motivate you for service activities, and that is why we selected him as the chief guest. I extend a very warm welcome to him. Swami Jayadananda, Assistant Secretary of our Ramakrishna Mission Vadodara, on behalf of all of us, he will felicitate by giving a bouquet, and from Vache Gujarat we also give book. Bouquet and book go together. So he will offer a bouquet and also the book, and also the photograph of Swami Vivekananda. Now let me tell you let me have some frank talks with you, because you are very few in number, so we can have heart-to-heart talk. Why we have called you? Why we have called you? There are many reasons. Some selfish reason is also there. I will tell you frankly. You are all gold medalists. You have worked very hard. That's why you got the gold medal. You are hard-working people. You are the cream of the society. Ramakrishna Mission was started by Swami Vivekananda in 1897. Why? To bring about a transformation in the whole world. But we are working in our own way. We have a different way, not a political way. We are not having anything to do with the politics. We do a lot of social service, but that also is a part of our worship of God in man. So we have our own agenda. Our agenda is only Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kashit Dukham. That is only one point agenda for Ramakrishna Mission, for which Swami Vivekananda started Bahujan Hitaya, Bahujan Sukhaya, Atmana Mokshartham, Jagat Hitaya. With that idea, Swami Vivekananda started Ramakrishna Mission in 1897. We have 180 branches all over the world, 40 abroad, 140 in India, out of which 4 are in Gujarat, Rajkot, Limdi, Porbandar, and Vadodara. Why Vadodara was started? Why not Ahmedabad? Why not other cities? Why not Surat? Because in this historic Dilaram bungalow, the bungalow which you are seeing when you enter, that was called Dilaram bungalow. The old name was Dilaram bungalow. This is a historic building, 150-year-old building. 1863 was constructed as we get the report. This Dilaram bungalow, in this historic Dilaram bungalow, Swami Vivekananda himself stayed as the guest of the then Diwan Mani Bhai Jasbhai, who used to stay here. Swami Vivekananda was his guest. Swami Vivekananda was going all over the country. Before going to participate in the World Parliament Relations in Chicago in 1893, he traveled all over the country, and when he came to Gujarat, the last leg of his journey was Baroda. He started from Calcutta, Benares, Himalayas, Almora, then Rajasthan, and from Rajasthan, Khitri, Maharaja became his disciple. From Khitri he came to Jaipur, Ajmer. From there he took a train to Ahmedabad. That was the first city that he entered. Ahmedabad, Limdi, Bhavnagar, Junagadh, Dwarka, Somnath, Porbandar, Bhuj, Manti, Kutch, other parts of Kutch. Then again coming back to Porbandar, then Junagadh, then to Palitana, then to Nadiyad. And last point leg of his journey was Vadodara. From Vadodara, Swami went to Bombay. On 26 April 1892, Swami Vivekananda wrote to his friend Haridas Viharidas Desai, who was at that time Diwan of Junagadh, with whom he came in very intimate contact, so much so that he wrote 13 letters to him, very inspiring letters, that we have got in our custody, his original handwriting, which are in our archives. And Haridas Viharidas Desai's friend was Diwan of Baroda, that is Mani Bhai Jasbhai, and so at his request Mani Bhai Jasbhai. So Swamiji writes to Haridas Desai on 26 April 1892 that your friend Mani Bhai Jasbhai took all possible care of me, and now I am going today to Bombay. So from there to Bombay, then he went to Mahabaleshwar, from there to Belgaum, then Trivandrum, and from there he went to Kanyakumari. He meditated in that rock of Kanyakumari on 24, 25, 26 of December 1892 and decided I will cross the ocean and bring science and technology and money for removing the sufferings of millions of people. But I will not go as a beggar. Indian spiritual culture, Vedanta, the nectar of Vedanta, I will give to them in exchange. And that's what he decided. And so on 31st May 1893, he started from Bombay by a ship over to Chicago. So here in Swami Vivekananda himself had stayed, and that is why we requested the government of Gujarat to hand over this bungalow to us for converting to befitting memorial of Swami Vivekananda. So on 18th April 2005, that was a Ram Navami day, Narendra Bhai Modi, the then Chief Minister of Gujarat, himself came, handed over this bungalow to us, and since that time we have started many activities. We have renovated the old bungalow at costing about rupees 1 crore because it was but we have kept the old original features intact. We have a big public library. You always have been given one brochure, information brochure. Please go through it if you have not gone through it. That gives all our activities. There is a big public library. You can become a member of the library. You can take the books home and you can review after 15 days. There is a DVD library also. there are 1,000 DVDs, 20,000 books, and all topics from management, science, self-development to philosophy, religion, all the topics. So you can become a member of the library. There is a meditation room which you must visit before going back. Of course, after the crisis, you must go because 12 to 3:30 remains closed. So we did not tell you to go there. But now, after this, once the function is over, please do visit meditation room. There Swami Vivekananda himself stayed, and you feel those vibrations. So many people are coming here and deriving inspiration. On 23rd January 2013, a girl came to me. She had come, she was told that Swami stayed here, so she came to know. She had come here for giving a motivational talk on mountaineering. And when I heard her story, I was amazed. She was going by train on 11th April 2011. 11th April 2011, she was traveling from Lucknow to Delhi for giving an interview. In midnight, some dacoits came, started snatching away everything from the passengers. She was in the general compartment. Now she was a national volleyball champion. She refused to give her golden chain. So the dacoits, they became very much angry. They threw her out of the running train. And from the parallel train, another train was coming. She collided with that 2-3 times to and fro. And then her left leg below the knee was crushed under the train. Whole night she was screaming. Nobody came to her help. Next day morning, some villagers took her to a nearby small village. From there, she was taken to Bareilly station. Then from there, she was taken to Bareilly Civil Hospital. Now the doctors, they were talking among themselves. This girl is going to die because already gangrene has developed, infection has developed. We don't have the anesthesia to carry out this amputation operation. This girl, though her eyes were closed, she was bleeding, but she had not lost her consciousness. She was listening to these things. She cried out, no, I want to live. Okay, if you don't have anesthesia, carry out the operation without anesthesia. And the doctors carried out the operation for 1.5 hours, amputated the left leg. She bore all that pain after 2. Then she was taken to Lucknow for 4 days. From there, she was shifted to AIMS, All India Institute of Medical Sciences in Delhi. She was there for 4 months. Now, political game started. The central government blamed the UP government. That time Mayawati was the chief minister. That you see a lady is the chief minister and yet a girl, a national volleyball player champion is being treated like this and she is being thrown out by the dacoit. So law and order situation is very bad in UP. UP government should immediately resign. The UP government gave a reply. We don't have any dacoits in UP. Law and order situation is very nice in UP. This girl is lying. Actually, she did not have a ticket, and that is why when she saw the TT, so she jumped, and that is why her leg is broken. There is no law and order is very good. Now this girl was amazed. Then, fortunately, there was a CCTV camera. There was a footage. She produced that footage before the media. I was taking the ticket. And the TT said that they are around me, so I did not come for job. So then they said no. Her brother-in-law was traveling with her, and he pushed her out of the train. Then the brother-in-law produced the receipt that he was in taxi. When he received the news, he boarded the taxi, he gave the receipt. Now they say this girl is lying. She was trying to commit suicide. That is why she jumped. But there were no dacoits. This was too much for her. And she told media, no, I am not lying. But media did not listen to her. Then she said, okay, now you don't listen, I will create a world record. With this one plastic leg, already there was an artificial leg. With one leg and right leg also there were so many rods were there. Still, with that broken body, I will go and conquer Mount Everest. And then create a world record. And then only you will listen. Then she took the training under Tata, water sponsoring. 20,000 feet she had already gone when she met me on 23rd January 2013. She told me, Swamiji, now I want special blessings from you, because most difficult task with 2 legs people are going and they are dying in Mount Everest, and I am going with only 1 leg and second leg also with rods. Most difficult task, you have to give me special blessing. I said, you are dialing a wrong number. I cannot give you blessing, but I can give you best wishes. But if you really want blessing, go to the meditation room. Swami Vivekananda himself stayed there. Swami Vivekananda, Sri Ramakrishna, Sarada Devi, all the 3 are there. You take blessings from them, and I can assure you, everything will go well. She went there, she meditated, then she came back and she said, oh, I feel so much relieved. And she had never heard the name of Ramakrishna or Sarada Devi, but she had heard the name of Swami Vivekananda. Very few books she had read. So I gave her a lot of books of Swami Vivekananda. I gave her a photograph of Ramakrishna, Sarada Devi, Swami Vivekananda. I said, whenever you distress, just pray to them. And she had that faith. She took it with all faith. And I said, I give you my best wishes. And she went on 23rd January, she left Vadodara. Then she was in constant touch with me. She used to telephone. Up to 15th of May, she was in touch till the base camp. Then she left the base camp, then there is no mobile working. But later on, 23rd May, I came to know that on 21st May 2013, she created the world record and became the first female MC in the world. Became the first female MC of the world to climb Mount Everest. And then I had told, if you keep the photograph there, and I told that you keep the photograph on Mount Everest. She worshipped that photograph which I had given, plastic photograph of Swami Vivekananda, Sarada Devi, and Ramakrishna. She worshipped there and kept it there and sent me the photo of that photograph. Then I said, I had given her a promise, if you do like that, we will felicitate you in our International Youth Conference on 10th and 11th of August 2013. Dr. A.J. Kalam had come. So Dr. Kalam felicitated her in that International Youth Conference. Then she came many times to Vadodara. She has gone to many of our centers. She is constantly in touch. Then she said, Swami Vivekananda put me at Mount Everest. Now I will put the photograph of Swami Vivekananda in all the 7 summits of the world. There are 7 summits. 7 summits of 7 continents in the world. Everywhere there are some summits. And she has already finished 5. Already she has finished 5. Mount Everest, 21st May 2013. Kilimanjaro, 5 months back, Africa. Mount Everest, Europe, 4 months back. Australia, Kozhikode, 3 months back. And on 25th December, she has already conquered, this is Argentina, South America. Now only 2 are left, and she will be completing this. Plus, she says there are many Arunimas. Her name is Arunima Sinha. And there she says there are many Arunimas like me who are not given encouragement. I fortunately got encouragement here in Ramakrishna Mission and other people, and Tata gave me sponsoring, so I come forward. But there are many girls who are not being looked after. So she has started a sports academy, an international sports academy for physically handicapped people. On 27th November, Ratan Tata launched that academy in Lucknow. So, and her book, Born Again on the Mountain, was launched by Sri Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, on 12th December 2014. I was also with her, and that is the day on which the United Nations declaration came for International Yoga Day on 21st June. So I was the first to congratulate Narendra Modi. And I told him that in the whole world, Swami Vivekananda was the first person who took yoga to the other countries, who made it global. Yoga was there in India being practiced for thousands of years, but Swami Vivekananda was the first who translated this Raj Yoga from Sanskrit to English and delivered lectures on Raj Yoga in America, and he was the first ambassador of India to spread the message of yoga all over the world. His name was Narendra. There is another Narendra who gave the proposal in United Nations, and in a record time, only within 4 months, with absolute majority, that has been accepted, and 21st June has been declared as the International Yoga Day. So I was the first to congratulate him, and he was very happy when I said that you are also Narendra and doing good work. So I was the first to tweet him also, and first to meet him and personally tell him. But I am giving give you only one example. Narendra Modi, when he handed over the bungalow to us, in his speech he said that here Swami Vivekananda himself said, so many people will come here and derive inspiration, and that is really happening. I give you one example of Arunima Sena, how she was feeling diffident, but she conquered Mount Everest and she has conquered the other summits also. One girl, she comes to this ashrama every day, meditates here in that same room from last 5 years, from the age of 12 years. Now she is from the age of 8 years. Now she is 13 years. Now she is 14 years. From 5 years she is coming. So when she was in 6th standard, that time she got admitted in our summer camp. Since that time she is coming. When she was in 8th standard, 10th February 2014, she was returning from a place where they had gone for picnic in the bus, and there were 48 students in that bus. Suddenly the bus toppled over, and she could understand that the bus is doing like that. So she saved herself because of her intuitive faculty that she had developed because of meditating here every day, and because of the service spirit that she received here in as a part of training that Swami Vivekananda was always serving others. With all that input, she herself came out of the bus from the broken window, broken glass, and then she brought all other them out of them. She made other people to telephone 108, 100 police, ambulance, and she took leadership in communicating with the parents and saved the lives of 48 students. That is why she was given National Bravery Award. Last year, 23rd January, she was given National Bravery Award by the Prime Minister of India. There are so many such people. There is one, we have a youth study circle every Friday for boys. For girls, there is a study circle going on every Sunday 4 p.m. at Yog Niketan. And here in our campus, every Friday, there is a youth study circle going on for many years for the boys. Now, one of the boys who used to come to our youth study circle, and with youth study circle, we are not only reading the books, but also trying to practice through various service activities. With that social work and all that he did, he received the National Youth Award this year at Raipur on 12th of January this year. That is Sumit Tembe. Is he here? Sumit Tembe, come? No. I told him to come. Anyway, so there are so many people. You see, getting award is not a big thing. I am giving example. There are many people who have not got the award doing much better things. It's not, award is not important. But what I mean to say is that here in this meditation room, the blessings of Swami Vivekananda are there. His presence can be felt. So when you come to this great place, you must visit that place and meditate there. Today is 30th January, so I remember the words of Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi had gone to our headquarters, that is Velumat near Ganges, Calcutta. That was 30th January 1921. They said, Gandhiji, please give a lecture. Gandhiji said, I have not come here to give a lecture. I have come here to pay my tributes to the great memory of Swami Vivekananda. But I will tell you only one thing to the youth present here. When you have come to this great place, do not go empty-handed. Take some of the inspiration from this great place. So I also want to tell you the same thing. When you have come to this great place, take some of the inspiration by meditating there. And then Gandhiji said, please read the books of Swami Vivekananda. I have myself gone through the books of Swami Vivekananda. And after going through the books of Swami Vivekananda, the love that I have for my country became 1,000-fold. That is who says? Mahatma Gandhi. And all our great revolutionists, all our great people, they derived their inspiration from the books of Swami Vivekananda. Dr. Ramakrishna says, when we used to write letters to our friends, we used to quote the letters of Swami Vivekananda in our letters. Why? Because the book Letters of Swami Vivekananda was proscribed by the British government. Because the intelligence department said, when we go to the revolutionaries, sometimes we get the bombs, sometimes we don't get the bombs, but 2 bombs we get everywhere. What are the 2 bombs? The book of Bhagavad Gita and the book of Swami Vivekananda. All the revolutionaries. So they said, you must proscribe the books of Swami Vivekananda. Otherwise, you must put a ban. So they were thinking of putting a ban on Swami Vivekananda books. So Dr. Ramakrishna says, the letters of Swami in Navadvip. Pandit Jawaharlal said, I do not know how many youngsters they read the books of Swami nowadays. In our time, hardly there was a person who never read the books of Swami. There was a boy, 15-year-old, studying in Cuttack, his school. Suddenly he came across the book of Swami Vivekananda, and he was so much inspired that he made up his mind to dedicate his whole life for the sake of the nation. Later on he became Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. On 23rd January, we had his birthday. So many people, they have derived their inspiration. Rabindranath Tagore told French servant Ramakrishna, if you want to know India, study Vivekananda. In him everything is positive, nothing negative. And then when Ramakrishna read the books, he was so much inspired that he wrote about the books of Swami Vivekananda. His words have great music, phrases in the style of Vadodara. I cannot touch these things of his scattered as they are through the pages at a certain distance without receiving a thrill through my body like an electric shock. You will get electric shock. When you read the books of Swami, you can feel that electric shock. Why? Because Swami Vivekananda's presence is there. He is in a fine form, still present in his books. You can experience for yourself. Today you are going to receive many books of Swami Vivekananda. You can make an experiment with yourself. You will feel that electric shock. But the electric shock will not make you unconscious. That will give you extra energy. In fact, that will recharge your battery. All of you have got mobile. I know. Fortunately, it is silent mode. Or maybe switch off, very nice. But what do you do at night to recharge the battery of mobile? Isn't it? Otherwise, you cannot send SMS, or you cannot send WhatsApp message, or you cannot have Facebook, or you cannot have internet, chatting going together, nowadays. Chatting going together. You cannot have that unless your mobile battery is recharged. So try to recharge mobile battery. That already you are doing. Now I am telling you the second thing. But your mental battery also has to be recharged. So I am giving you, when I tell the youngsters to read the books of Swami Vivekananda, they say, yes, what you said is very true. But where is the time? Time nothing. So there is a trump card used by the youngsters. Time nothing. Super. What was time nothing? Time. I don't have the time. So I am giving you a very good method. Just put the plug of the mobile battery into the socket. And at the same time, you take up a book of Swami Vivekananda in the hand. By the time the mobile battery is charged, your mental battery will get charged. Very simple. Every day, whenever you are charging your mobile battery, try to recharge your mental battery by taking a book in the hand. And that way, some of the books that will be given to you, and once you finish those books, you yourself will be motivated to read more books. So, the main purpose for bringing you here is to felicitate you, to honor you, because you have worked hard, but more importantly, you are the cream of the society. You are going to enlighten the citizens of the country. It is you who are going to transform the nation. And it is you who are going to fulfill the dream of Swami Vivekananda. He said, India will become so great that its vast glory will fade into insignificance. And then he said, my faith is in the younger generation. It is they who work out the plans and programs. Youngsters of those times, they fulfill his first dream, that was independence of India. But now the second dream, India shall conquer the world by spiritual culture. That was the dream of Swami Vivekananda. India will become so great that its vast glory will fade into insignificance. That has yet to be done. And that will be done by the youngsters. That's why we have called you here. Because you are the cream of the society. So we have a small selfish, you may call it selfish, but it's for a great purpose. We want you to go, we want that you should go forward. Swami Vivekananda said, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. The first you have to fix up the goal. Don't fix up a small goal. Yes, I want to become chartered accountant, I want to be that is good. But try to fix up a very important goal of your life. Fixing up the goal so that after reaching the goal, you don't have to regret at the time of death, अरे क्या किया मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. कबीर से जब तू आया जगत में जब हंसे तू रोए ऐसी करनी कर चलो मरते समय तुम हंसो जग रोए. That is the purpose of life? That aim of life has to be there. So we want you to develop your career, but at the same time we want also that you should go for character development also. So character development coupled with career development. If these youngsters, those who are gold medalists, those who are the cream of the society, who are so intelligent, brilliant, if you take up career development and character development together, and you become a leading citizen, and you lead the whole nation, Swami Vivekananda did beautiful thing. That is why we have called you here. Not only to felicitate you, not only to give you honor, but to give a lot of books in your hand, which can have a transforming effect on you. And that's why I give so many examples, how many lives have been transformed by the books of Swami Vivekananda, by coming in here, by regularly visiting here. So we want you to visit this place as often as possible. In spite of your, of course, because you are cream of the society, you have got much less time than others. Everybody has got shortage of time. Even those who are not cream, they also don't have time. Because they have got more of internet chit-chatting. You have got less of internet chit-chatting, you have got less of Facebook and less of WhatsApp. Because you are more studious in nature, but everybody has got shortage of time for whatever reason. But you try to come as much as possible, derive the inspiration. Be a member of the library. Try to come here, dedicated here in the prayer hall. We have ongoing programs going on for the youth, for boys and girls separately. We have certain programs, programs for cleanliness campaign and other campaigns are going on. And we have a food arcade project. So many projects are going on, so you can join them. And we want your total personality development. You are gold medalist, so we want you to have a golden personality. What is the golden personality? A golden personality is a personality with having golden heart. All of you must have a golden heart. What is a golden heart? The golden heart thinks not about himself, but also about others. Swami Vivekananda wrote a beautiful letter to the priest of Mysore. Very small, one sentence, but very powerful sentence. He wrote to Maharaja of Mysore, my dear prince, this life is short, the vanities of this world are transient. In this short life, they alone live, who live for others. The rest are more dead than alive. So you see the dead people everywhere, thinking of themselves, their own character, their own career, but not thinking about the sufferings of others or people. So try to have a golden heart. Try to have a golden personality. A golden personality is having physical development of the personality, mental development of the personality, intellectual development of the personality, moral development of the personality, and spiritual development of the personality. A golden personality has got 3 Q. IQ, all of you have got very high IQ, I know. That's why you have got gold medal. Second, EQ. Daniel Goleman made a research in 1991 and said EQ is more important than IQ. You know EQ? Emotional intelligence. And the latest discovery in the modern science is SQ. Dana Zohar, she is a professor in Oxford University. She has written a book, the name of the book is SQ, Spiritual Intelligence, the Ultimate Intelligence, where she says neurologically, physiologically, biologically, psychologically, from every point of view there is a concluding evidence. There is something called SQ, which is the basis of both IQ and EQ. What is IQ? Intelligence quotient. IQ will tell you how to play the game of life. What is EQ? Emotional quotient. EQ will tell you how to play the game of life under changed circumstances with changed strategies. And what is SQ? Spiritual quotient will tell you whether to play the game of life at all or not. Well, that is your choice. What is the purpose of life? What is the meaning of life? Why we are here? What is the ultimate aim of life? Nobody has thought about it. I asked many youngsters, have you ever thought what is the ultimate aim of life? No. Aim of life, everybody has thought. Yes, I want to do that, do that, do that. But have you ever thought what is the ultimate aim of life? No, not yet. When will you start? When you sit in the car, at that time you should tell the driver where you want to go. The driver has already taken the car to the airport. अरे बोले उल्लू के पट्टे मुझे तो रेलवे स्टेशन जाना था। ऐसा पहले कहना चाहिए था ना। अभी ट्रेन भी छूट गई, प्लेन भी छूट गया। So first you have to tell the driver where do I want to go. First you have to decide where do I want to go. There is a beautiful Zen story. A horse was galloping at a full speed, And somebody asked the person, where are you going? And the person replied, ask the horse. Because I am not taking the horse, horse is taking me. So we are not leading the life, life is leading us. We are like a flock of sheep. Everybody going after career development, we are also going after career. Everybody going after money, we are also going. Everybody going after smartphone, we are also going after smart. But where do we want to go? What is the ultimate aim? They were thought about. So this SQ will give you that purpose. So we have to develop total personality development, golden personality, IQ, EQ, SQ. All these things you will get from the books of Swami Vivekananda. You will get, particularly you will get SQ. What is the ultimate aim of life? How you can be useful to others? How we can derive happiness and peace? All of you want happiness? All of you want success? That success formula also you will get in Swami Vivekananda book. He said, the secret of success in everything is concentration of mind. And how to develop concentration of mind? You get the complete technology, complete technique, all the techniques you will get from the books of Swami. He himself had tremendous power of concentration. He was sitting in Berumat, in headquarters. If you go to Berumat, there is a room in which Swami used to stay. That room has been preserved as it is. On 4 July 1902, at the age of 39 years, Swami Vivekananda passed away there. He left his body in meditation. Before a few days, he was reading a book. The name of the book is Encyclopedia Britannica. You know, big volumes. They were all spread all over. At the time, his disciple came, Sharat Chakravarti. He said, my God, so many books, it will take more time to finish these books. Swami said, what do you say? Only a few days back, these volumes have arrived. I have already finished 10 volumes. I am reading the 11th volume. What? You finished 10 volumes in few days? Impossible. I can't believe. Swami said, you don't believe? Okay. From these first 10 volumes, you ask any question that you want to ask. And the disciple asked so many questions, Swamiji replied all the questions and correct replies. Sometimes quoting the very language of the book. Then the disciple said, Swamiji, this is miracle. Swami said, this is not miracle. That is the power of concentration of mind. So if you have concentration of mind, you can finish 10 hours studying 1 hour. You can get success in everything, not only studying, music, play, sports, games, everywhere. You get success. When Swamiji went to the Western country second time, first he went in 1893 for participating in the World Olympic Religious, was there for more than 3 years for preaching Vedanta, came back in 1897, started Ramakrishna Mission, started a school for the girls in Calcutta. Sister Devita was brought from England, Miss Mormon Noble, and then in 1899, Swamiji again went to the Western countries. So when he was in San Francisco, in Cape Taylor, he was crossing a bridge. He was crossing a river, going to the bridge, a wooden bridge. That time he saw 4 cowboys trying to shoot at the axles that were floating in water. There was a big stream of 12 axles, and the 4 cowboys were trying to shoot at the axles, but their shots were going in vain because the axles were floating. For some time Swamiji watched them, Swamiji could not help smiling. And these 4 cowboys, they became very much annoyed. What? You are laughing at us? It is a small job to shoot at the axles that are floating in water? Okay, we give you the challenge. Let us see how will you do it. And they handed over the gun to Swami Vivekananda. Now what to do? Swamiji took up the gun, aimed at the axles, 12 axles gone, 12 shots. And the 4 cowboys, they became very much astonished. Swami, how long you are practicing? We are practicing from 5 years. We could not do it. How long you are practicing? Swamiji replied, my dear friend, I am holding the gun for the first time. Huh? First time? That is a miracle. Swami said this is not miracle. That is the power of concentration of mind. You will get the technique of how to develop concentration of mind from the books of Swami Vivekananda. You will get the technique of how to have a golden heart from the books of Swami Vivekananda. You will get the technique of how to have a total personality development and a golden personality from the books of Swami Vivekananda. That is why we brought you here. But had we sent these books to your house, you would not read it. But there is a possibility, I think there is a possibility, after this introduction, the books that we give will not directly go into the, will not be directly going to be sold. I think it will not be sold. It will be preserved. You may or may not be, but it is preserved because you now know the value of these books. All of you want success, you will get the formula from Swami. All of you want happiness and peace, you will get that one. That Dana Zohar gives a beautiful example in that book, SQ, Spiritual Intelligence, Ultimate Intelligence. there was a fisherman who was sleeping in his boat. It was afternoon. And there was a management consultant from Harvard University. He was sitting by the Mexican coast. And the fisherman was sleeping. The management expert said, "Hey, what are you doing? Why are you not fishing?" And he said, "Sir, what happened, sir, in the morning I got a very big catch, a very big fish. I sold it, I got a lot of money, and that is enough for my today's quota is over. So I'm relaxing." What? Is there any quota system here? You should earn more money. But what will I do with the rest of the money? Why? You deposit. Deposit, you never heard the word deposit. Yes, open a bank account and deposit. Then go on depositing like this when you got enough money, and then purchase the second boat. So then you get more fishes. Then you sell the fishes, you get more money. What I do with the extra money? Again deposit. And likewise go on purchasing the boat, then you will become CEO of a multinational company. Then you shift your headquarters from Mexico to New York. And you will be going all over the world, controlling all your branches. Then what will happen? Because of the so much of travel, you will have blood pressure, you will have heart surgery. When 3 high surgeries are there, doctor said now no more bypass surgery can be done. Then you retire. Then you retire. And then you come to me, sell your company. I am an investment expert of Harvard University. I will tell you where to invest the money. I have got the latest market trends for all the companies. You invest in that money. Every month you get a fixed income. And you will be able to sleep nicely. I was sleeping nicely, you woke me up. For sleeping nicely is such a roundabout process. Dana Zuhar says in that book, this fisherman has got low IQ. He doesn't know how to make money. This management expert has got high IQ. He knows how to make money. But this fisherman has got high IQ. He knows the purpose of life is to have happiness and peace. But this management expert does not have high IQ. So we want you to have a golden personality, with a golden heart, with IQ, EQ and SQ. All of these you will get from the books of Swami Vivekananda. Keep on coming here. I again extend a very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you very much.